What's up, everybody? It's your boy Bosco, back at it again. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever and whenever you are. Hoo-wee. Alright. Quick stream today. Decided to check out the first game, I guess, that Simogo Games has made. Simogo's the company that made Sayonara Wild Hearts and Lorelei and the Lazer Eyes. I'm just like pretty obsessed with their game company right now. They've made those two games were just so amazing and so crazy different. This I think originally was a mobile game. It's called Year Walk. It seems pretty basic, kind of, visual novel. Maybe some puzzles, much more in line with Lorelei and the Lazy Eye than Sayonara Wild Hearts. So clearly Sayonara was like a pretty big branch off for them, and then they got back a bit more to their roots with Lorelei. So really excited to check this one out. It should be a quick game, which is good because we got a quick stream today. And with that, let's just hop right in. In the old days, man tried to catch a glimpse of the future in the strangest of ways. They locked themselves in dark rooms, not partaking of food or drink. At the stroke of midnight, they ventured out into the night through the dark woods, where strange creatures roamed. To see if they would be wealthy, to see if they would be happy, to see if they would live, to see if they would be loved. So this is based off a true Swedish, I think they're Swedish, a real Swedish tradition, or I guess it was an old Swedish tradition of people would actually do this in real life. Map, encyclopedia, journal, and settings, quit. Arrow to go up. Oh. Okay. Alright, some type of puzzle box there. Left, or can't go right. Couple of holes. I guess we're just following this path. A windmill. Oh! Hello. There you are. I've been waiting for you all day. You should not go outside without a hat on a cold day like this. You will freeze your ears off. I'm quite fond of the person those ears belong to. Did you see anyone? Did anyone see you coming here? Now you're being silly. You know that I'm not ashamed of you. It's not like that. I like you very much. But you and I come from different worlds. He is waiting for my answer. I said I'd give it to him next year. And this is the last day of this year. Now you're being unfair. This isn't any easier for me. Oh, is she betrothed to someone else already? Interesting. I don't like it when you're like this. Calm down. Oh, we're getting angry at her? You're walking. I hope you're joking. You do remember what happened to my cousin, don't you? I promise you won't do anything foolish. We're not supposed to know what happens in the future. You should hurry home to your cottage and get some rest. Okay, fine. What happened to her cousin? What if we go back? Okay. Alright, to our cottage we go. Oh. Year walk. That was pretty cool. Okay, baby and an upside down pitchfork. Interesting. Some hooves. Okay. That's creepy. Horse and an upside down saber sword. Can I grab this axe? I feel like I want the axe. Alright, yeah, no, that's not sus at all. Okay. Anything else to the right here? Footsteps. Let's follow these footsteps. Oh. What the fuck is this? Is this giving me directions? Am I supposed to be paying attention to this? What the fuck? Okay, run it back. Left, left, right, left, right, 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 left, left. Okay, that was creepy as fuck. What in the heck was that? Alright, well, let's go left. Right. No, there's no way to go right. So then what's over here to the right? Alright, that's as far right as we can go. Nothing there. This rock looks as though it was dragged. Okay, let's check out the map. We are here. There's that cave. I guess that's that. Or is that where we went? Woods and underground storage. Woods and shed. Cemetery gate. Woods. Dead tree. What are we supposed to be doing? The brook horse. Sweden is a country that has a lot of lakes, rivers, streams, and brooks, and Swedish folklore is filled with strange creatures residing in the dark waters. The brook horse was a pale horse who lived in the creek or lakes, luring children to ride on its back. The brook horse's spine grew for every rider that it lured on top of its back. When the brook horse was satisfied, it would leap into the water, whereupon the children were drowned. Jesus, that's terribly dark. It's likely that the brook horse was made up to keep children from playing too close to the water. The brook horse was almost always closely associated with death, not always in a negative way. For instance, the sad folktale Lily Nils. The brook horse is the only one who finally leads little Nils' soul home and thus ends his long series of misfortune. Alright, so we saw that. We saw this, the Huldra. The Huldra is known to have played a part in Norse mythology, but she is likely even older of an even older origin, from when man lived off the forest rather than the fields. In most stories, she presented herself as a beautiful young woman. This was, however, not her real appearance. Very few saw the Huldra's true face, and even fewer lived to speak of it. She was often described as a lonely and woe-filled creature. Her relationship with humans was very complex. According to some accounts, the Huldra was positive force. If a hunter was kind to the Huldra, she might blow her breath down the barrel of his rifle, which would bless his hunt. Colliers considered her their friend as she kept fires from spreading from their charcoal kilns. She also helped those who willingly offered their blood to her, but this was dangerous, as the holder might drink the giver dry. Holder was thus capable of doing both good and bad deeds. It was very hard to predict whether she would help or harm, since she played by rules known only to her. Oh, so this is just like for us. I don't know if this has anything to actually do, but okay, the myling. Infanticide was a fairly common crime in Sweden during the 19th century and earlier. The two most common motives were that there was no room for another mouth to feed, or that the child had been conceived outside of wedlock. The souls of these unfortunate children became mylings. Typically, the mylings were murdered by their mothers, often unmarried women who had been left to defend for themselves. The mylings would commonly be left in the woods to die, or they would have been drowned by their mothers in brooks or bogs. Jesus Christ. Some mylings died at the hands of angel makers. The angel maker would typically be paid by the child's poor mother to find a decent home for the infant. When the mother left, the infant was murdered. Oh, fuck. The most common way for myling to hunt was through horrible wailing sounds. The myling might take form of a ball of light, similar to those of an erbloss, Scandinavian will-o'-the-wisp, and lead the curious traveler astray. Sometimes they would cry for their mothers to breastfeed them, which would apparently set them free. A person who helped the mylings find their way to the other side was often left with a gift. According to some source, the myling would be taken in by other supernatural creatures such as hobs, or if it had been drowned, the brook course. Year Walk was at its core a vision quest for the purpose of being to foresee the future. There were very rigid rules concerning the Year Walk, and not adhering to them could prove very dangerous, even fatal. How the practice of year walking came to be is shrouded in mystery, but it seemed to have been a widespread practice in Sweden until the beginning of the 19th century, and in some rural areas as late as the beginning of the 20th century. The practice was likely over 1,000 years old, and most certainly pagan. Year walking varied greatly, regionally, and even locally. There might have been differences between one village and the next. All variations had a couple of elements in common, though. Year walk could not be done on any common day. There were certain days of the year where the gate was open, generally in liaison with important festival days such as May Day, Midsummer's Eve, or Christmas Eve, and most commonly New Year's Eve. That's where we're at right now, New Year's Eve. A year walker could not partake any of the food or drinks that were served on these days, a sacrifice of no little significance, since these feasts were some of the rare occasions when food would be plentiful and varied. A year walker had to avoid other people, so they commonly locked themselves in a dark room and were not allowed to see a fire for the entire day. Perhaps not a vast sacrifice on Midsummer's Eve, but on cold winter days it would be uncomfortable at least, if not hazardous. If the year walker followed these steps, he would leave this dark room at the stroke of midnight. This would be his last chance to cancel the year walk. Once he ventured out, there was no turning back. The church was the final destination for a year walker. On his way, he would typically encounter a number of supernatural creatures, which would pose a threat physically, mentally, and spiritually. If the year walker made it to the cemetery, he would walk around the church in an intricate pattern. This would open the year walker's eyes to the future, but it would also lure out the church grim. After having completed the year walk, the walker would see visions that could manifest themselves in different manners. When the year walker left the cemetery, he might, for instance, see a somber procession of dancers dressed in their finest church clothes. These would be the people that would die the following year. A recurring theme is, of course, the year walker who meets his own ghost on the road. Another story tells of how the walker would see a newly dug graves. Love played a great part too, so a walker would typically meet a wedding procession or even attend weddings yet to come. Today, the practice seems to be almost entirely forgotten. Carrion birds were deeply linked with misfortune and death. In Scandinavian folklore, the night raven, or not a raven, was certainly no exception. The night raven was described as a large bird with sharp beak, sometimes with holes in its wings. According to some, the night raven was the spirit of an evil, greedy man who had not been buried properly. The greed manifested itself in the night raven's fondness for shiny objects. Okay. And the church grim. All the creatures in Swedish folklore, the church grim was doubtlessly the most complex and certainly the most feared. Little is known of it, since it was considered bad luck to even speak about it. The church grim's appearance varied, which could possibly be attributed to the nature of the church grim's origin. Stories from south of Sweden told that if you could touch the church grim's heart, you could stare into the eye of creation. The church grim guarded the church against thieves and grave robbers. Because of it, even honest folks avoided the church at night. There are other stories that suggest the church grim was not a guardian at all, but rather a sort of parasite that was drawn to the energy of the church. While there, it fed on people's hopes, dreams, and fears. A recent and controversial theory suggests that the church grim was closely related to a nameless Bronze Age deity. Well, that's all of our lore, I guess. Huh. There's no up arrow. There's a down arrow to this thing. Okay, let's go this way, I guess. Where you at, horsey? Okay, nothing there yet. Ooh, okay. Down, across, up, across. Alright, do I gotta be taking notes for this? Do got my notepad. Ooh, the kiln. Okay, interesting. Nothing going on there yet. Okay, and then here's another one. Alright, to the cemetery, I guess. I need a key. Oh, something's happening. Oh. Okay, tree lady has the key. I guess let's go to the rune stone and put one of the runes in. Alright. Here, here, there. Oh, that's one. Okay. I need a third rune. Follow her song. Okay, let's turn the volume back up a little. Oh, fuck. That spooked me a little. Okay. Ooh, a path is opened for us. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ooh, little baby. Good thing I remembered that. Jesus. No. I'm gonna start. Okay. don't have pitch perfect hearing. Oh, we got it. Let's go. Oh. Ah, fuck! What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, God, no. What in the what? Why was that so scary? I wasn't ready for it. She seemed so nice. I thought we were doing the tune right and everything. Oh my God. Lord. Oh. Alright. Noted. There are jump scares in this game. Holy. That was scary. That was terrifying. What the... Well, that woke me the frick up. Now I gotta go deal with this baby and a horse. Oh, Lord. Oh, jeez. Oh, I drag him up. Okay. Alright, you have my second key. You want me to bring you something? Oh, these blood drippings weren't here before. Oh, geez, I don't like this. U and N. Okay, noted. Oh. Oh my God. Give the horse this baby? Okay. Oh. Ah! I'll have to carry it all the way there? Okay. I knew this was like a creepy game, but this is freaking creepy as dang heck. Well, there's obviously going to be one over by the windmill, right? Yep. Oh, it's dripping. Ah, fuck! Bro! I don't know if I want to play this game anymore. I honestly do not know if I want to play this shit anymore. I'm not built for games like this, guys. This ain't it. This ain't it for me. Alright, one more. Well, that's good. There's no bloody trails by our cabin. Oh, I have to hold him. Okay, that wasn't bad. Alright, I'm not ready for this jump scare, though, what this guy's gonna do. Oh, no. Oh, no. I gotta bring it to the count. I'm so fucking scared now. No, that ain't it. To the graveyard, maybe? What the hell? Oh, I'm not excited about this. I'm not happy about this at all. Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, I'm so scared. Yeah. 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 Ah. Yeah. Oh God, fuck me, shit, Jesus Lord. Oh, what in the fuck? Okay, give us our key. Ah, don't jump scare me though. Okay, let's draw this down real quick. Oh, we've gotta go back through the scary space. Get me all the way the heck out of here. Okay, I can go to the church now. Let's go draw that third rune. Alright, what's this do? Oh, I'm not ready for this. Left, left. Right, right. Left, left. Right, right. Right, right. Left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, right, right. Alright, let's move forward. I'm terrified. Oh, do I gotta go back to the freaking cave? Oh, I'm not happy about this. Yeah, this thing is 3 dots. Upside down is 2 dots. Tree 3. Upside down 2. Star 5. That thing's 1. Square 6. C is 4. And back over to the freaking graveyard. Oh, jeez. I hate this. I don't do scary games well. Oh, and then we gotta figure out, okay, horse. That's the tree 1. So there's one over here, one over here, one over there. Okay, so we can just do this little loop around. Wait, no, this is baby. Then what was the horse? That wasn't one of the shapes I just drew down. This is bird. This is child, I guess. You are 4. Baby is 2. Bird is 3. So you must be 1. 2. Don't jump scare me. Can't fucking trust anything now. I knew it was coming too. I fucking knew it was coming. I still couldn't fucking. Blow your heart up, motherfucker. It's too late now. It can't be changed. The decision has already been made. You must stop coming here. I don't love you anymore. No. Oh, thank God it's daytime, bro. No. Our Lady dead? Oh, why is she dead? Jump scare incoming.
Oh, the joy, I can see the light.
What?
Oh, the joy, I can see the light. Blow a burning torch.
Holy shit.
In the distance, bright and cool.
God, that was scary.
I can see the lights. Oh,
What an interesting game.
make it quick. Please don't wait, let
Like,
me
bro, those jump
do
scares were
heaven's
fucking
key.
jump scared the fuck out of me. Even when I knew they were coming, they were still very effective. What a creepy, scary, interesting game. I don't get why Our Lady died at the end, though. Maybe it's just symbolism of our love. Oh, what? Written it all down. Everything that happened. It can be changed. Deliver the message. The journal. The secret is hidden. North of the mill. South of the brook. Remember. Jesus. Walk again. What? Wait, what? There's more? I don't want to. I would get jump scared by the same things. Ugh. I guess I didn't get to open that box yet, so there must be, yeah, more secret. There you are. I've been waiting for you all day. Oh. Thought that was the why. Oops. How do I go? Oh. 1894. The old M68. What? Hello, new system. Testing photo upload. It works. Read about every book of Swedish folklore there is. Read about every book. Surprised how little has been written about year walking. Need more sources of information. Talk to ES. He suggests some field work might be good. But I feel that I might be 30 years too late. Interviews at retirement home. May I never grow old. The last interview was intriguing. It was very brief. I talked to one Astrid Jansen. She was over 100 years old, clear at times, did not know a lot about folklore, but she did claim that her grandfather's brother had once year-walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He had died many years before she was born. Might have to look into it. Her maiden name was Svensson, which leaves me with a lot of possibilities. She was born in Veldtorp. I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. Followed up my visit to the retirement home. In the early 20th century, there were 6 households in Veldorp with the surname Svensson. According to the church book, Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather's name was named Carl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 42, and the other brother, Daniel Svensson, died in 1895. Since Astrid said that her great uncle died before she was born, Daniel is the one that supposedly year walked. A Miller apprentice is going to the library to check out old newspapers tomorrow. Looked for reference of Daniel Svensson, old newspaper. I'm grasping at straws. Another day at the library, nothing of interest. Bored, I'm about to give up. Excited! Newspaper finally mentioned Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for murder of a young woman in Veldtorp. Oh, I can't read that. Information is scarce. Her name was Stina Nilsson, and she was Miller's daughter. Her body was found on a field outside of the village. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. I hope I can find any reference to his supposed year walk. The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently, Stina was going to marry Lucas Chapper. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there is a great tragedy behind all this. Perhaps there is more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Veldtorp. 28th. I knew it. The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve in 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. The court records refer to his year walk at several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden amongst these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. Could not sleep last night. Too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe had not bothered to take it all down, and occasionally just referred to it as ramblings of a madman. Poor boy. There are certain elements that are new to me. Must write them down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin, Solsorten, is briefly mentioned in the protocol. We'll ask about it. Hopefully it still exists. Ooh, the box. Oh my god. I'm Daniel? Drove around for a few hours in the forest today. These are woods to get lost in. Asked for the directions from every local. Most people had never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there till the 60s. I asked the old man if I could pay it a visit. He did not think there could be anyone that would mind. The cabin is situated deep into the forest. No signal, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where it all started, his year walk over 100 years ago. On my way back to the car, I found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seemed to be more or less in mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Tonight I need whiskey, and lots of it. We're in October. I went to Veldtorp Church today. It's a small white stone church built in the 12th century. The place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I met. He showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Stina's grave. Seemed appropriate. The almost unlikely somber epitaph reads, "In memory of our loving daughter, Stina Nilsson, 1877 to 1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand." Jesus. Weather has been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the county archive. Had trouble concentrating. Tried to locate a photo of Daniel Svensson, but no luck. The clerk explained the lost stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently there was another murder case in Veldtorp in the early 1890s. Lisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owned, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. All files from the trial have been lost. Outrageous. I think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about that church. Strange day. The runestone ES talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. Searched for the stone for a long time. Almost gave up. Found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. Had the strangest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasts for quite some time. Heading home tomorrow. I wish I had more time. This stone is old. Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around for a bit. It's a pretty church, not remarkable, but there's something about it. Feel that the church and the stone are connected somehow. Found the box when I unpacked, almost forgotten about it. It seems to have some lock-like construction, but I've yet to understand exactly what or how it opens. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes The wheel with the symbol suggests entering a password. It must be old. Maybe ES knows something about it. Decided not to tell ES about the box. He might not appreciate that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. Busy week. Classes are and meetings. This faculty is really getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I've had weird dreams ever since I came back from Redtorp. Dreamt that I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand. Suddenly, the sky lit up and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ears to never forget it. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. I woke up and have been feeling rather queasy ever since. Held lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students. Another strange dream was doing my homework, was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil, and when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up soaked in sweat. Filled a little box, no clue how to open it. Frustrating. What jealous, small-minded, greedy creature the faculty members are, and they will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, and greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hand has written. They would not understand anyway. The thought of what's inside that box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references, anything about it, but I have not found anything that resembles it at all. Having more strange dreams, something happened in those woods. Is year walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by lack of light and food? Yes, believe so, not so sure. Dreamt of the rune stone, was in the forest outside Vedtorp. Mrs. Bowman was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and broken the rules. Before I could defend myself and tell her that I did not mean to be naughty, she withered to dust, found myself in front of the runestone. The grim's-eyed glows at me. Woke up. Find myself thinking of the stone and what does it mean and how it's connected to year walking. What did people do in those woods? Do not feel like sleeping tonight, drinking coffee and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. Cannot understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me all the time. Received an odd email today. Got over 1,000 of these during last night. The email seemed to have stopped when my inbox was full. Don't know what it could mean. Maybe it's a prank, maybe by students, but they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like that. Don't think it will end here. Woke up last night, heard baby screams from beneath the floorboards, panicked, managed to pry some of the floorboards up. The screaming stopped. Bro, this dude's going through it. The Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Brook Horses, the Church Grim. There might be others, cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind. The Watchers, because they watch. That's what they do. But is it all they do? The year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye, and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. The Watchers are watching, but who are watching the Watchers? How can you bend time and space? Got in a heated argument with ES. He is surprisingly scornful of my theories. Must remember that he is an old man. He might not be as open to new ideas any longer. He claims that it's impossible to gaze into the future. The future is not set. Nothing happens until it happens. Of course, it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm not sure they are playing according to our rules. The Watchers are more than they appear, unless they are real, yet they are unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and chair exists. How do I know these things? Are they my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly did not draw this, yet it's right here in my notebook. Daniel broke the rules and he was punished. Held another lecture, the last one for a long time it seems. It's been decided that I need a break, but it matters not. I have more important things to do. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. These shapes, it's the same as on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I have received, but the rocks remain shut. There must be more coming. Woke up last night, the telephone rang. Answered, could not hear anyone, hung it up. It rang again, answered, could hear someone speak on the other side, could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up, it kept ringing, cut the cord. Bought whiskey, bought food, people stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. I wish I had not cut the cord to my phone. I need to hear a human voice. Don't dare to go out. At first, I didn't even notice one of the paintings in my living room has been replaced. It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. I cannot let my guard down. Someone was here, or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? That's fucking creepy. Boarded up the balcony and all the windows. Nothing can come now, I hope. Shouldn't be possible, but someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table. What the fuck is going on? Old but sharp? I realized that the knife was his. We were connected. I can hear the heart of the universe beating. What is happening? Feel like a worm under a big boot. I feel the shadow hanging over me, waiting to get crushed. She sings, I shall follow. She is trying to fool me, that I know, but I must get closer to her because then I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of all this. I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocents to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all. But yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he doomed from the start? Am I doomed? Is the future set, or can it be altered? Must help him. It's the right thing to do. There's a bond between us. Might have figured it out. 5 watchers, 5 symbols, which means there's one more coming. So tired, can't seem to hold my thoughts for any period of time. Should probably eat more often, but I must resist. It's important that I come prepared. The heart beats stronger, but I will break it and see everything beyond. In the end, it was nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself of all desires. That's how they get you. Can love really be a weakness, or is it a strength? And the poor girl. It just seems unfair. Is there anything I do if the future can be altered? Why not the past? Am I playing the part of the fool in the cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave oven just in case. Feeling absolute terror at the possibility that there is no purpose, no rhyme, no reason to any of it. Why me? The only way I can help him is I break the rules. It will come at a price, but what do I care if I can rise above it all? Saw her lifeless body. She is beautiful, even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel. Ready for anything, don't care anymore. It's finally here, the last one. I woke up with this on my palm. Tried to wash it out, it's tattooed. Tested them in all different combinations, but I could not figure out how to do it. I must sleep. I will open that box tomorrow. Of course, so simple. Wrote to the real and release when the symbol aligns with the grim in the order they were delivering me. But why was it empty? I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here, but it cannot have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. The box was empty. It means it must be filled. I still do not understand who sent the symbols. If it was not the boy, then it must have been the watcher. From the get-go, he was doomed. They got him at the very thought of year walking. But I think the girl can be saved. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all of this started. My mind is set on this. Does it mean that I am doomed too? The rift is open. It wants me to go through. Packed my things. I wonder if I will ever come back. December 30th, the house. Solcerton. It's cold here. I wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remained. It's midnight. Okay. Okay. Murder executed. Kristianstad, January 21st. Yesterday morning, Daniel Svensson was executed at Kristianstad prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of young Stina Nilsson last year. The death sentence has been criticized by the highly renowned Dr. Helmut Lundback, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from the present, and has visions of terrible creatures. Something not uncommon amongst schizophrenics. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at institutions for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. This was his 4th execution. Last year, he was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Rasmussen, who was charged with the murder of 4 infants in Vedtorp, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has been improved greatly since. Daniel Svensson was composed during the whole process. Besides the slightly shaking in his hands, so common among the criminal type, you cannot tell Daniel from any other young men. He sobbed loudly once he laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest, Grenath, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself, then none of this would have happened. You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born, yet we have a connection beyond life, death, space, and time. The impossible made possible by year walking. But the Watchers always win, even though you've not passed through the rift, yet they sense the urge and they want their sacrifice. I wish there could be another way. I'm sorry, but for her, there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do." What? Wait, what? So did he kill himself? Instead of her? Damn, all that just to get the code just from me to Daniel to kill himself? That's crazy. What a crazy game. What a good game. Man, Simogo is Simogoated. This is very much in line with the type of game that Lorelei is. I don't know how they went from this to Sayonara Wild Hearts. Like, that's such a drastic change in tone and game. The end. Or is it? Walk again? Sheesh. Sheesh. What a crazy game. Oh my gourd. That was really wild. Whew. Man, I'm still shook about those fucking jump scares, man. That has me on freaking edge. As always, it's your boy Bosco here. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever and whenever you are. Your company's been appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the year walk. I hope you've been enjoying. If you've been watching the VODs or anything like that, I really appreciate it. Come stop by the stream, say hi, drop a follow. Twitch.tv/thebosco. That's where we're at right here. So, as always, stay positive. Your company's been appreciated, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.